Gah. Gah. My desk is covered in stuff. Gah. Gah, I say. Gah, I say. Okay, shall we start? Hi, Van William. All right. Hi, ADN. So I have one conundrum, which is if I try to do Fuse now, Fuse event is going to reset on the last day of the key event. And so if I do Fuse now, I will not be able to pull keys until the last day of the event. Hey, Sarab. And so I have to debate which way I want to do it. Ah! So I did not get a single heart. This one is from here. I didn't get a single heart in 25 tries. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. In that case, we're just going to go for diamond keys because this is whatever. Okay, get diamond keys, diamond keys, diamond keys. All right, guys. That is 3 diamond keys. Oops. Let us attempt 4 diamond keys on Cleric. We are hoping for Scold and Hodor. You bought Miracle Eyes? How much are Miracle Eyes? 200? That's not bad too. Honestly, they're all decent ideas. Miracle Eyes is probably a better deal than... Miracle Eyes is probably a better deal than keys. Hey, Envision. Alright, let's go. 4 tries. Let's see what I can get out of 4 tries. I can get 1 Scold, right? I can get 1? Just 1? 1 Scold, maybe? Maybe not. Well, we'll see. Alright, let's do this. Okay. 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 Let's go, Scold! Yeah! We got it! I got a Scold. Woohoo! 1 Scold out of 4 keys is actually very good. What's up, Amelia? Look at that! Look at that! Yeah! Woohoo! All right. Wow. Let me see here. That's enough to take my second Scold to T5. Not that I can, because who's got resources for that? You got a free Scold from the event? Yeah, you people and your heart luck. That's okay, I had luck in the other event. Alright, so let's dissect the dev's message for their update. Let me screenshot this so we can read it all. Hey, you. Where is my snipping tool? There we go. Okay. Save this. Save this. Savey. Hey, James. Well, Drow has really high odds in Diamond Key. Don't forget that. Alright, so, as I'm sure some of you guys have seen, the devs have responded to our pleas with this. The one thing that we're not sure of is whether or not they're increasing gold souls, but now we have... Hey, Tyrael. Now we have to check a few things, right? they're adding purple souls to the advanced wheel. That's pretty amazing. They're increasing purple soul in the shop, which is gonna be nice. We'll see how much they do, but definitely, if you consider like this, buying 600,000 or 12 million purple, that's nothing. So we got to get more than that. So we'll see how much they increase it by. Envision, you know, I didn't ask them to do that one. That one looks kind of dumb. I wanted the surprised face one. I honestly originally didn't want to be an emote, but I kind of figure at this point, why not? Alright. Let's see here. So they're increasing the wheel. That's good. Because honestly, you didn't get... Wait. Okay, so what I'm reading out of this is if they're increasing everything on the wheel, then if you haven't pulled wheel yet, it's probably better not to. So I was actually looking at trying to get my last 4 tokens to be able to pull wheel on this because I'm so close to a star, but at the same time I shouldn't, because if they're going to add purple to this, then I'm better off waiting. And the same thing with all these wheel tokens, which is I should just wait until they update it. So if you haven't pulled yet, definitely is a great time to wait and pull later. Okay. Oh, the Team Arena stuff is interesting because you get a mail if somebody invites you on the Chinese server, so they're probably just bringing us that. The thing about the hero release time being adjusted, high tech, Pogi suggested that they had originally planned to release the Heaven and Hell hero back to back to back to back. And I don't think that he's necessarily wrong, but depending on how you read it, it could be interpreted a couple different ways. But I'll tell you this, if they really did go through with that and we just sat back and let them do it, oh my god, even more people would have quit. It would have been ridiculous. It would have been ridiculous. Envision, no. Because Freya directly told me they had a conference about it after the message that we sent them. And this is what they came up with. So this is them taking half a day, processing our input, and making appropriate responsive changes, which I think is amazing. It's very fast for them. And hopefully, you know, they can put it out in a reasonable time, but that one we'll have to see. Okay, they're going to continue reworking old heroes, that's fine. New Brave League is going to be, well, we'll see. Chinese server doesn't have that yet, so we don't know anything. It looks like they've got some big plans for Midas, which probably they had in the works already, but we are forcing them to accelerate the schedule on that. I'm willing to give them the benefit of the doubt because honestly, it would be very hard for them to just, if you ask them to rework it from nothing, there's no way they can do it quickly. So they have to have had something in the works before coming out with this. So we'll go with that. Tavern, and so you can see here that they said Tavern, Peaks, Friends, and other function will be optimized in the future. That means they haven't even started. So they're going to start looking at how to do it at a later time. But sooner than later, I guess. But it definitely looks like they had a lot of updates in the works that we forced them to release sooner, or much sooner than they initially planned, which is great. It's absolutely great that they're willing to do that with us. God, I hate this. I hate that I need the... I hate that I need to keep swapping my Tears of the Goddess back and forth. T4 Vivienne is amazing. She's borderline broken. Not even borderline. She is pretty broken. Her healing goes crazy. The defense that she gives the team is crazy. And if you make her fast enough, she's very hard to stop. Like, there's a reason that I'm using a... Oh, wait, you can't see it. There's a reason that I'm using a tank Vivienne here. She's amazing at T4. So, anyway, I mean, we've gotten them to do it. We won't see any of this until, like, a little after next week. They need time to put everything out. One of the questions I do have is how they're going to work this with the Chinese server. Are they going to just bombard the Chinese server with updates and see what happens? And just, like, bring it all out at once to them and then us? Final damage is basically the same thing as true damage. The way that all those damage works is that they are grouped together. So you get your base attack times an added total of your true damage times an added total of final damage. So the more you have of both of them, the better. But if you have to choose between one versus the other, you choose the one that you have less of. Like, I can math that out for you. That's a little bit hard to show without getting very nerdy in the calculations. But Minato, so now is an interesting time to come back because we are in a wait and see mode, which is they've promised us that they're going to finally fix some of the problems with the game, and we are going to wait and see if they do it right. Hai Duong. So if they do it right and they come out and, like, the changes that they make in this next update are really, really good, then it's a great time to come back. It's a great, great time to come back, because the quality of gameplay will have increased significantly. But we just don't know how good they will be in terms of releasing stuff. So hopefully they're good. Hopefully hopefully they don't ruin it for us. But nobody knows. T3 Viv, T1 Val. Okay, so James, why is Vivienne your highest level hero? Remember that opponents are chosen based on A, the peak of your team, and B, the average of your team. So if the peak of your team is really weak, like, she's absolutely a monster defensively, but she does no damage. So if you make her your first T4, you will never kill anyone on offense, so you should definitely think of making someone else. Hi, Van. I really don't want to go down that road, Envision. Like, I've mentioned this before, I do not like going down the what if road, because then you just start thinking about all the things that could go right or wrong. You focus really heavily on the wrong, and it just introduces unnecessary stress onto you. Because you're like, what if they ruin it? What if we all have to delete it? What if there's an apocalypse? And, like, I just don't want to go down that. I don't think it's worth my sanity to go down that path. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have no space and no 3 stars. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. So, we're going to be tentatively optimistic that they're going to change things in at least not a bad way. That's the goal. That they don't make it worse. That they make it better enough that we are satisfied. They probably won't, because to be honest, what we want is really, really, really demanding. No, no, no. No, James. No, you completely misunderstood what I said. Vivienne is, like, as a second T4, she's highest possible tier second T4. But as a first one, she's terrible. Do not convert her. Good lord, no. No, 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 no. Who is Mulan? Mulan is the warrior in China that joined the army pretending to be a man. But also this wanderer. This is Mulan. I really want to T5 my Mulan. I really do. I just don't know when I'm going to be able to. Alright, so. Hi, Lorenzo. Tier 3. Tier 3 can actually mean a whole lot of different things, depending on what you're referring to. Because technically, like 6-7 star is tier 3. Hey Panda. No, maybe 8 stars? Maybe 8 stars is technically tier 3. Or you could say talent 3, which is like this guy. Or you mean the highest tier after T4, like tier 3 above T4 or T5, which is red. So there's a lot of different ways that tier 3 can be interpreted. Can I finish Bale right now? Talent 3? Alright, alright. That's a good one. Talent 3 is the bubble. That's huge, actually. Talent 3 for Heaven and Hell is gigantic because this bubble is big. Very, very big. Mulan is a mediocre T4. She's better... She's really only good against, like, bosses. She's tough to use anywhere else. What the? Where did my space go? I fused and I still can't make anything? What? Wait a minute. What is up with my inventory? Do I not have 4 stars? James, definitely don't make too many heroes T1. Focus on one T4 at a time. But in your case, probably focusing on Arwen as a first T4 is not a bad idea. Rokimi, there's a lot of qualifiers that need to be answered before I can answer that. Like, how many other... Are you trying to build them to what level? What's the rest of your team? And... like, what are you trying to build them for? Man, I have no space. Okay, let's try and make space. Damn. Let's make space. Hi, Angel. I really hope the devs don't ruin this. But let's just say, for example, that they don't fix things the way that we wanted them to. It's not all bad because we know that they're willing to listen. And we know that our voices are heard. So, as long as we keep up what we're doing, we should be okay. Hi, MTG. Am I foddering Lorelei? I feel like I am now. I feel like I am foddering Lorelei now. Kwong, honestly, it's too late to change that, so we're gonna have to deal with it as it is. And I think that it's okay for now. And no problem, Angel. I'm a player too. I don't want them to ruin the game. Oops. Okay. Okay. 8-star Nameless King, not really that great. Oops, I need one more. Oh well. Bye, Lorelei. It was nice knowing you. What do I need? I need another 9-star. Turns out I've got one ready to make. Oof. Oof, I don't have enough gold souls anymore. Okay. Oh, now I do. It's a 9-star hell, Mohammed. Yeah, Lorenzo, T4 is a tricky one to make. But check this out. Check this out. Oh, wait. If they're not gonna give me Olivia, I can only do so much with the limited resources I have been given. I really wish they would have just given me an Olivia, but I guess that they don't have that mechanic in the game. Alright, that is a T5 red Bale. Which actually is a really small increase, because it's only 2% HP damage, but okay, fine. Whatever. I'd rather have it than not have it. Okay, so Bale is done. Finally. That took forever. I really wish they could have done it. That would have been great. That would have been so great. But I guess they can't, like, modify packages or modify like, the game mechanics just for me. Aswin, I don't know if you guys remember, there used to be a thing called King's Order, where you trade, like, in order to get, let's say, a shoot, you trade 2 random hell or undead 5 stars and some 4 stars, and it gets a free copy of shoot. So maybe the replacement will be something similar, maybe it won't. But the thing is, the mechanics are in place for something like that. Okay, Kalpa, honestly, I don't know what you're trying to do with making Arwen T3. Is your goal to eventually make her T4? Are you in the process of making a bunch of other different heroes? Like... Oh, what? Something got delivered? Oh, okay. It's to my parents. Okay. Why do I still have no space? What the hell? Like, do I just not have 4 stars? I really don't have any 4 stars. So all of my space is taken up by 5 stars. Oh, God. Hi, Afik. It is time to make some tough decisions, I think. Oh, wait. There's a whole lot of... That is a whole page of 6 stars. No wonder. No wonder. Okay, now I understand. Alright, so I need Wanderer Warrior. Let's just take this guy up to, I don't know, 7-star or something to use up some flags. If your goal is to eventually make Arwen, then yes, you want her as high as possible. Oh no, I don't have enough fodder horde. Rascal 9-star, oh, paired with what? I mean, what's the rest of the team? Is your whole team T4 or what? So I have to start deciding what I want to do with this. I do want to someday make Shood. I definitely don't care about the Rippers and stuff, so whatever with them. Okay, I can work on Cursed One. No, I don't have enough gold souls. Well, it was a short-lived dream. Okay. Vague thoughts on Valkyrie work. She is going to be really annoying to fight. Like, when you look at heroes that are geared towards timing out, she's going to be one of them. She permanently reduces somebody's skill damage every time she attacks. Her own damage gets higher every time she attacks. So if she stays alive all the way till round 15, it's going to be really hard to stop her. I don't think she's going to be broken, like, offensively, but I think defensively she's going to be really hard to stop. Aswin returning heroes to the bag in shards form? No. No game ever does that, and I don't ever need to see that in a game. Okay, how do I make space? How do I make space? How do I make space? Oh, am I on a team? Hey, I'm on a team now. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, cool. So I think Valkyrie is going to be like a high-end honor filler, but maybe not top-tier meta. Like, they haven't changed how she works with Brynn. Valor Legends does things really differently, and it's a pain in the butt to get those shards back. Honestly, I don't like that. Okay. I'm not going to alter 6 stars. You will find... If you keep all these... Or if you keep altering them, you're going to find a time when you really struggle to fuse fodder. Because you're not pulling keys non-stop. Okay, how many gold souls do I have? 3,000. Great. 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 Aegina at T5 red, she's pretty amazing. She's pretty amazing. Her HP silence going up to 2 turns is massive. And then all of the speed reduction is nice too. Like, she's just, her damage is really high. If she is paired with a T5 red Hodor, she's ridiculous. But I don't have enough. You don't understand how Aegina can be good paired with Hodor. Okay. Okay, so it looks like you don't know how Hodor works. Okay, let's start with Hodor. Hodor's skill takes... Let's say that someone hits your opponent and is going to do poison over 5 turns. What Hodor does is it takes all 5 turns of poison and does it all at once. So instead of taking like 100, 100, 100, 100, they take 500, and then he multiplies it by 240%. So if they were going to take 500 damage over 5 turns, instead, thanks to Hodor, now they take 1200 damage turn 1. So instead of getting like that tiny bit of poison getting healed every single turn, now they just take it all at once and they can't heal it as well. Now, instead of taking 100, 100, 100, imagine that they're taking 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. So if they were going to take 250,000, now Hodor comes around and turns it into 600,000 damage. Farajal, none of what you said makes any sense. So, any poison that you're doing to them, Hodor multiplies it by 2.4. And it's not just poison. He takes all of their bleed, burn, and poison. And you know who does bleed and poison on their skill? This. Aegina does poison for 5 turns, bleed for 5 turns. And her regular attack, I believe, also gives... her regular attack also gives... No, it doesn't, actually. So it's not her regular attack. Tsar, it made her a lot more defensive. That's the shortest answer I can give you. So, you take Aegina, who does massive damage. If you look at Aegina's damage, it's massive, and Hodor takes it all for himself and multiplies it by 2.4. So, yeah, he's ridiculous. This is a ridiculous combo. Hi, Daniel. Okay, what is he saying? What language is that? You meant if what? Wait, what? And also, she hasn't been updated yet. The update hasn't landed. It's coming out sometime later. They've just announced that it is coming. I need to finish my veg. When am I... How can I keep making 10 stars? It's really hard. Mayank, I think it's really good. I think the thing that you need to realize is that this is the first time that the devs have directly asked us for what we want changed. I am not building Valk at all. I will not have the time to build her for another, like, 5 years at this rate, but we'll see. I'd like to. I don't think I ever foddered my copies, but what do I have? I have 11 copies. What language is he speaking? Good God. I don't understand. Indonesian? Okay. Well, there's not much I can do with that. Man, I have too many of these. Nobody needs those. Nobody needs those. You don't have to believe in the devs, but what you need to realize is that this is unprecedented. This is unprecedented. We've always just thrown feedback at them and expected them to listen. And they always just said whatever. This is the first time they directly asked me, what do we need changed? And offered help. And not only that, they came back with the contents of this update within half a day. So this is the first time the devs have ever listened to us this strongly and actually, like, responded. Verthandi is a mediocre strong hero. She's going to be very good support. Probably has very minimal space at the top, at the highest level. My best descriptor of her is that she's a bully. She's really, really strong against weaker teams, but not amazing against stronger teams. The thing is, we complained about the T5 update. I complained about the T5 update. So many people thought I was crazy for hating the T5 update, and I said I hate it before it even landed. I'm on record saying I'm going to hate this update. I'm not ready for it. Nobody's ready for it. And people are like, no, we're so ready for it. Don't worry. Replacement event is unknown. We've never seen it before. It's going to be something new. It might be some sort of variation of King's Order, but it might be something completely new. You gotta remember that everything they're describing in this update is completely new. None of it has ever been done before, and so they're bringing us things that we've never seen and we can't even guess. Okay, see, Asura, if you're just gonna be pessimistic, then just don't bother. There's no point in me pointing out the positives if you're just going to, you know, dump on them non-stop. There's just no point. If you live your life so negatively, I mean, why are you bothering to live? It's just not, it's not healthy. You know, take the wins. Take the small wins. Take something. Be happy sometimes, you know? Improve throw or shoot Mel. Honestly, people that quit, there's no bringing them back. They're just gonna be negative the whole time. You can't be... There's no way to turn your opinion positive. I think that this is a good step in the right direction. I think that you know, even let's say that they don't give us enough. You know what's new, what's never been done before, is we have a direct line to them. They listen. We know that they listen. We have a path through me directly to them to say, hey, you didn't do this right. We've never had that before. In the history of this entire game, we've never had that. We've never had a dev directly saying, tell me what we can do and I will pass it on. We've never had that. And so we have to take advantage of it and say, you know, this is what's been wrong for the last 6 months of the game. Can you please look into it? And they said, yes, we will. If that's not like the biggest success kid situation, then what is? Aswin, what does she return? 50% right now? Or no, wait, she returns 320%. Alinar, I actually pulled my diamond keys earlier today. I took 3 from the event and I had 1 from Honor, and let me see if you can still see my pulls. Here are my pulls. You can actually see this right here. I managed to get a scold. Undead 1v1. Depends on your star level. If it's at T5 red, it's Detlaf. At any point before T4, it's Ripper. It's I mean, so Asura, I want to be optimistic or at least not negative about this update. I think that we should be happy that they're trying to do something. Well, Alinar, they already very recently reworked Diamond Keys. It's highly unlikely that you're going to see another rework on this anytime soon, but, you know, if you can afford to wait, then go for it. Aswin, I'm telling you, she's not that good. You're welcome to hypothesize all you want, but until you can show me pictures of her holding up against a Bryn Sig Skuld team, which nobody has, actually, then I cannot, in clear conscience, say that she's high tier. I mean, she's not bad, but she's not high level. You're always going to be chasing these heroes. You're going to be chasing Bryn, Bale, Sig, Skuld, and all of these four are just way better than Berthandi. Valkyrie will go... I mean, where do I have her right now? Is she in A? Let me see actually where I have her. She'd probably go to the same place as Emir. Tentatively, I don't know. Oh wait, I think she's in like bad tier right now. No, she's in A. I think she would move up to like S-. It's hard to see her going higher than that. She definitely... She's going to be interesting, but we're going to have to see her in action. This is why, like, you can hypothesize all you want by saying, oh, this skill says it does this, it's going to do this, and it'll make her strong in this situation. But then, in practice, it may be completely different. Kurt is not in the meta. Kurt has been out of the meta ever since Bryn existed. Like, the moment that Bryn entered the game, Kurt lost his position. Kurt is still amazing for Den and Planet Trial, but for PvP, he's out. The Freya update? There is no guarantee that Freya is one of the heroes that's getting updated. They showed a picture of 4 heroes, but I would say don't speculate too heavily and assume that those 4 heroes are actually the ones that are getting updated. And they did show Bale, Valkyrie, Orphe, and Freya. But Bale doesn't need a rework. Like, there's no reason for them to rework Bale. He's pretty amazing as he is. Bryn vs. Det 1v1, Bryn wrecks him. Well, Bryn times out, but does not die. So whoever attacks loses on defense. Who can support Ripper T4? Vivienne. Bryn. Sigurd. Emir. Emir is actually amazing support. My goodness. So you are the, I think, 5th person to ask about the Valk update. Yikes. Let me, you know what? I'm going to put a message up on this. Valk update is promising, but it looks... like not enough to make her meta. Let's say that. How about that? Is that good enough? I need to put a message here because I don't want to keep answering this every single time. Okay, no, that... Let's do that. I don't think Valkyrie is going to work at low stars like Emir does. Valkyrie still needs to attack and fire her skill before she does anything. Emir debuffs just by existing. James, what you need to realize is if you look in the gallery, any hero that does not have these 3 bars in the gallery does not go beyond base T5 and therefore is not worth making. So all of these heroes, Aiden, Reaper, Gerald, Walnir, Dizzy-Awana, Hester, they cannot go to T5 red. They cannot get these upgrades. And so you can see here actually that Reaper stops at level 320. But Ripper goes up to 350. Detlef goes up to 350. So any hero that stops at 320 or lower is not worth making, period, at this time. T5 Red Hodor is amazing, but should not be prioritized. You should have somebody else that maximizes his damage. So you really need to have a high level Aegina, Bale, Phoenix, Chesia, any two of those. You know, Tsar, you're totally right, but at least it means that I can do this. I can say, you suckers, read it. Detlef is just... he's so hard to beat 1v1. One of his biggest counters is actually going to be a decent level Emir, like a good 6 or 8 star Emir or whatever, immediately hurts him. But it's enough to stop him from killing you. It's not necessarily enough to stop you from timing out against him. That's kind of a problem. He's very annoying. Hi, Adil. Alinar, you know, they've promised. So there's a bunch of updates that are live on the Chinese side that we haven't gotten. I'm actually very curious about how they're going to bring things, because they brought the updates over to us out of order. So if you look at the Chinese game, oops, I don't have it open. If you look at some of the updates they've had stuff that have been in the game for months and they still have not brought to us, and I don't know why. It used to be that every update that was in the Chinese version came to us like 3 to 4 days later. That used to be the way. And they've changed it up and they don't do that right now, and it's like, I don't understand. Come on. Hi, Enrique. Wow, James, for 2 years and... Okay. You've got a lot to learn. You have a lot to learn. Well, the T5 thing is new. You couldn't have known that. Does Emir swap his attack? He doesn't swap it. First of all, he basically drains it. Second of all, the amount that he drains is capped at 4 times his attack. So if your Emir is really high level or really low level, he actually doesn't hurt their attack as much as you think they do. So if you have 100 attack and they have 10,000, you actually only steal 400. Or 300. I'm actually not sure on the example, the details of that, but you end up with 400 attack and they end up with 9,600. Not major. If you have 5,000 attack and they have 10,000, then it's a direct swap, 5,000 to 10,000. But they still have 5,000. It's not a small amount. And then if you have like 7,000 attack and they have 10,000 attack, well, now they're down to 7,000. It's not that major. So really what you have to do is to maximize Emir is have your attack be 1/4 of theirs to lower theirs as much as possible. So if they have 10,000, you want 2,500. That will leave them with 2,500 and you with 10,000, which makes you very strong. Surge T2 helps a lot because of damage reduce talent. And also I have a Bone Grip and HP Rune on mine. Mine lives a very long time. So I have an HP Rune. I have a Bone Grip. I also have Split Gear, meaning each gear only gives HP and not attack. And so you get 2 sets of 2 gear, and so they maximize HP. And my talent 1 is HP. So I have maximized mine to live as long as possible, and he really does. He really lives a very long time with this. Loyal Chicken? Well, Loyal Chicken doesn't even get 3 stars, so you've got a long way coming for him to get to T5. How to get good heroes? At level 128, you got to start learning how to save complete events. So you'll see that there are 3 major events that rotate: the Wheel event, the Miracle Eyes event, and the Keys event. And you'll see that you get guaranteed free heroes at the end. So instead of pulling every key you get, you save it all until the key event, and then you pull only if you have enough to reach the end. So if I only have 100 tokens, I'll just save them and not spin this time. If Miracle Eyes is 100 to finish and I only have 30, I won't spend them. I'll wait until next time when maybe I have 100 and I'll pull, and I'm guaranteed to get a good hero at the end of it. That's how you get your copies. So this one's a bad example because the Miracle Eye, or it's the Wheel event, and it doesn't give good heroes. But if you look at this one, which is, this is the Miracle Eye event, every 100 you pull, you are guaranteed 1 copy of Amir. So if you manage to save 200, 300, 400, and pull them all at once, you're guaranteed tons of copies of Amir, and that's the way you do it. Shootmel is fun, but not really good. XYG, honestly, everything that I talked about with them is well documented. Basically, I didn't really discuss with them. They asked us what we could change. I had a debate with some people, and we made a list of the most critical things that we want addressed, which is lack of resources, lack of rewards from the weekly events. Actually, let me see, what were the major points aside from that? Peaks, which is meh, and then slowing down hero releases, and then upgrading the rate at which we get keys or eyes, because they get 4. We can't pull 4 rounds of keys if there's just no time at all between hero releases. We just can't get keys fast enough. So we gave them those 5 major points to work with, suggested how they could fix it, and what you see on Facebook is exactly what they gave back. So it wasn't really a discussion as much as a very detailed explanation of what direction they need to go to fix the game. After Lightning was Leo. Leo came out after Lightning, followed by Rascal, followed by Amir, and then there will be a Hell hero next week. Tsar, don't ask me advice about peaks. I suck at peaks. I hate peaks too much to care. Rascal is already high tier on the peaks tier list. He's already there. And, oops, I have no... Oh well, somebody else gets it. And Amir has proven to be not that amazing. Holy Light Justice or Gaia Bulga for Bryn, they seem not that different. The reason that you think they don't seem all that different is because you don't understand the defense break stat, which, to be honest, is a little bit tricky. The def break stat basically means for every defense that they have, Asura, I can't. It's not out yet. The Hell hero is not in the game. We know nothing about it. For every 1 defense they have, you lose 1% damage. That's it. Not affected by anything. If they come at you with 14 defense, if you were going to do 100 damage, you do 86. If you were going to do 1,000 damage, you do 860, simply because they have 14 defense. So for every defense break you have, it reduces that by 1. And so 13 defense break is stronger than 13% attack because of how it works. 5-star hero for 5 to 10 gold keys. I don't think that that's a good idea. See, the thing is, a lot of people just threw out simple ideas, but honestly, they're very selfish. Stuff like, I want to trade my yellow skin shards for red, which is a whole nother thing. Or like, basically just giving better heroes. That was kind of the main part of it. And they can't just give you heroes all the time. They do have to balance something. They have to make money. We have to balance it in a way that they can still make money. And if you're just getting 5 to 10 gold keys and pulling them and getting another 5-star and trading them for another 5 to 10 gold keys and doing that over and over and over, what's the sense in that? That is completely not useful. Level for Emir is... See, that it depends on your opponents. Anywhere from 150 to 200 is a good safe place to be. But a lot of it depends on your pets and your opponents. And how high you've taken him. And all of that stuff. And how much gear you can give him. But, like, 150 is a safe spot. Alliance, I don't think it's so much that Alliance fell behind. I think Undead took off way too crazily. Undead with Emir, Hodor, Aegina, and Detlef, this is a stacked faction. It's a stacked faction. XYG, that was something that we acknowledged was going to just happen. It's too late for them to change the next event, and so we kind of have to accept that it's going to happen, and it sucks. But in order to allow them to focus on changing the whole game as a whole, we'll allow one hero to pass us by. How do you get keys? Play peaks every single week. Play this mode every single week. All 10 tries. Even all you have to do is get an average of all you have to do is get an average of 4 wins in every peaks. Even if you get 4 wins all 10 times, you're positive. And you do get more than enough gems to play it for free just by watching ads and doing your arena fights and all of that. Sendar, you will not. February is only 2 rounds away. You will be able to pull for 2 rounds. You got top 100. I think I got 250 points last week. And as you can see, this is my start. So we're just going to assume that I'm going to do terrible this week again. Francis, which kind of good items do you mean? Do you mean artifacts? Do you mean gear? Because really a lot of it is patience. You can't just wake up and say, I want Tears of the Goddess right now. It's just not possible. You wait for a chance for them to offer it at a reasonable amount of effort and or cost, and you get them there. Artifacts is just patience. You either pay up the butt or you're just patient. They've given out cheap Gaia Bulgas very often in Secret Treasure and events. Star Shards is obtainable for free in the Moon Shop. And everything else is just, luck and pulling stuff. There is no way for anybody that's not spending money to get some of these things. Grail, Scroll, Eye of the Storm, Eternal Flame, Chains of Chaos. You cannot get those for free, for the most part, or Ragnarok. You gotta. Those are definitely paid artifacts. Everything else is generally attainable in. Where is it? This shop right here. Star Shards is absolutely the best bang for your buck for early players. Good artifact from orange shards. I have gotten, I want to say 288s ever since the game started. I've gotten 288 artifacts from orange shards. That's it. Took Phoenix out. I guess Phoenix is not that good in peaks. I keep thinking he is, and then I never do well with him. So next week is Ragnarok, Dragon Ring, and Eternal Flame for 500 Moonstones, and they're not worth it. Or Ragnarok is, the other two are not. The reason that they're not worth it is because buying one copy doesn't help you. You need 4 copies of either of these in order to make them amazing. And so it's not 500 Moonstones, it's 2,000. And that is just, that's not even an amount that we're gonna say is worth it in any form. Ragnarok is, because Ragnarok is really good at just 1 copy, but these two not so much. You fed Lorelei? Ah, that's fine. I just fed a Lorelei too. Remember that Phoenix reviving eats Skuld's revive. Somebody else could have had a revive. The energy summon update was never confirmed. We think that it was a concept image and not actually one, because that has not come to the Chinese version of the game, and so there's no reason to believe that it's actually real or coming anytime soon. Until they tell us something more about it, we're just going to assume that that photo was fake. Not necessarily fake, but not something that they're actually working on releasing. So, Ragnarok, I would say, is really good up to like 2 or 3 rags. If you have more than 3, then, or like if you have 3, then it's okay. It's not great. You could do better, because it's rare for someone to need more than 3 on a strong team. In fact, it's rare to need more than 2 on a strong team. And so there's no real need to have that many, not at the high cost of 500 Moonstones. Alright, let's see if this Bale changed anything at all. Phoenix, Emir. Meh. Alright, what are you going to give me? Crit damage resist. An enemy's attack. Deal... What? That just kills them. No, that's terrible. All enemy... Ah, I hate that one. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is at least... This looks doable, at least. It's not going to be fun, but it looks more attainable than some of the other ones they've had. I'm not going to watch these battles. Packy Falcon. Oh, this guy used to be on my guild. So let's see how far I make it before they kill me. I basically just have to survive the first 2 rounds, and everything after that, it should be all me. What? Who would make this team? Good lord. This poor guy. So anybody that was wondering about Aegina's damage, take a look at this. Like, if you had any doubts that her damage was ridiculous, it's gonna be up near the top all the time. Because her poison and everything is just ridiculous. God, I hope I can beat this. I got 56 like once or twice, and then after that it's just really hard. And also, so my Bryn gets... Oh no! Oh, they exile Bale! Oh! Alright, alright. Okay, okay. That leaves Bryn open to kill things. That's not terrible. That's not terrible. Amelia! Alright, this is a waste. Amelia! You have to come to me. I'm not coming over there. Oops, I lost Regina. Yikes. Okay. In Peaks, Veg or Walnir? Veg is bad in Peaks. This might be a loss. This is a loss. Yeah, I kind of figured that might happen. Kind of figured that might happen. Okay, fine. T5s didn't get a graphical update. T5 Red got a graphical update. Oops, I'm dead. Okay. Alright, let's not try for... Well, let's try one more time for 56. Feels doable. Hard, but it feels doable at least. So T5 Red's got a graphic update that did not exist in the first version of T5s, but that's about it. No, Veg is just bad in Peaks, period. Walnir is pretty amazing. Should I... So can I do this if I take out the exile? Is that what's stopping me? Like, of all the things that's stopping me, that's probably one of the bigger ones. But, so the answer to that then is to stack damage dealers so that by losing one you still have some more, which is Aegina Bryn. 10-star 250 Emir. It's a little bit high. It's still workable, but you got to be very, very careful with your equipment. You cannot add any attack onto him at that point. It's very high. Luciano, neither of those are really good choices at 10-star. Honestly, nobody 10-star is going to help you if you have T-Force. Like, if you have T4s, you can consider 10 stars as filler. The only heroes that can do anything at 10 stars would then be Emir, Skuld, Leo. That's pretty much it. Anybody else is as good as fodder. I mean, I guess Drow, Khalil, and all those heroes that just kind of buff stuff for fun. Jeez. Alright. Let's go kill things. Oh, wait a minute. Who has my... Does Vivienne have the right artifact? I just realized. Yes, she does. Okay, good. Like, Valkyrie absolutely will do nothing at 10 stars. Arwen probably... Oh, no. Alright. Let's go! Let's go! I'm probably gonna lose. I lost. Okay. Tell me I killed something. Tell me I killed something. Oh, I didn't kill anything. Oh, I died. Okay, well. Rip. It was nice knowing ya. Yeah. I have no way to beat this. Frickin'. Oh, I hate this mode. Alright, so let's take out the Exile. Let's take that one out and try for 50. Wolf Rider, remember, Wolf Rider doesn't go T5 red. So no matter what you did, Wolf Rider was going to be fodder. Unless they do someday increase the number of T5s, but I don't think that that's going to happen. This mode takes way too long to play. Hi, Jova. And honestly, like, the number of feathers that you get from it, from just clearing it with a 24, which is the bare minimum to get maximum feathers, like, the amount of effort that it takes to even just get a 24, especially for higher level players, it takes 10 times as long. It really takes 10 times as long to get like, very negligibly more feathers than before. So, Shaman Assassin got a T5. I don't even know what he does. I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I don't know what Shaman Assassin does. I think his skill hits the back line and lowers their defense. And that's all I know. Aviral, who would I sacrifice to throw in Kurt? The highest number of backpack spaces you can have is infinite. As much as you can afford. Like, you could have 10,000 if you wanted, but legitimately, I don't think anybody's wallet is big enough for that. Oh, hey, thank you, astronaut. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, astronaut. Alright, Grave Avalon. Oh, God. Game over. Again. I feel like I can win this one then. Oh, hey! Oh, hey! Hey! I actually have heroes alive. Alright, let's go. Let's go. You know what? You know what? Because he's only got 3 heroes... No, actually no. I was going to put in Arwen, but Arwen's just going to get wrecked by his Sig. So, forget that. Amelia! Best artifact for Phoenix in general is energy. Oops. This is going to be a timeout, isn't it? Oh, Sigurd's dead! Sigurd's dead! Oh, it's over. It's over. Amelia, no! And that's a win. It took 3 tries, but we won with a 50. I'm not even going to try for a 56. Screw that. Screw that. Amelia, what? No. 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 These conversations with my cats are always very one-sided. I wonder why that is. It's almost like they don't understand what I'm saying. Amelia! Okay, fine. No, I'm not coming over there. You doofus. Look at you. What are you doing? I'm not staying here to pet you. You have the worst timing. You have the worst timing. You know that? So, very cute. This cat. She has the worst timing. To get over 50, it depends on your roster. A single Detlef can do it. If you have one T5 red and it's a Detlef, you can do it. Honestly, you can probably get 70. That's the answer. If you are as high as I am with multiple T4s or multiple T5s, you're pretty screwed. You're pretty screwed. It's ridiculously hard to do. Like last week or last round 2 days ago, I got 22. I could not get higher than 22. That's what it is. It's all luck. So just for fun, let's like speed through it as fast as possible and see if they'll give me an easy 56. Like, it's very possible that they give me such bad opponents that I can get 56 for free, but in general, you can assume that that's not going to happen. So just for fun, let's see if I can just go through this quickly and they give me cheap opponents. But really, everybody from 9 to 12 is ridiculous. I have 5 opponents that can completely wipe me out. And that's how bad it is. Mega? The problem with Mega is that he's too slow. His damage was decent, but he's too slow, and I don't believe he had any synergy aside from a little bit of damage and some healing. I don't think he ever had a chance. Oh, hey. Free spots. Okay, so right here, this is, I think, 8. So now, here we go. Any of these 4 could completely wipe me out. Any of them. Just because they want to. Maybe I'll win, maybe I won't, I don't know. Wheel of Morality, turn, turn, turn. What is the lesson that we must learn? Oh, and that's how you get 56. Luck. Pure luck. That's how you get 56. They gave me a bad opponent at the final one. That's how you do it. Alright. I don't know. They just gave it to me. Who would an amazing T5 that doesn't have one? Okay, so specify. Do you want a hero that already has T5 base and should go red? Or do you want someone that does not even go to T5? Like, are you looking at one of these heroes that caps at 9 stars, or one of the ones that caps at T5? Wow, no! My phone. My phone. Because if I want to say the T4 heroes that need it, it's Ultima or Wolf Rider. Either of those two would have a gigantic impact if they could go all the way to T5 red. Either of those two would be huge, and they would both change up the game quite a bit in our favor. As far as 9 stars, that one's tough because none of them have seriously been explored because they've just never had a chance. But I feel like Khalil is one that has some potential. Actually, Dark Judge. No joke, Dark Judge. His energy control, he steals energy on his skill. If this guy was T5 red and you made him really fast, he's basically a Sigurd. I don't remember how fast he is, though, relative to other clerics, but he is one that has amazing, amazing potential. And, like, if you've seen Dark Judges in Den and Planet Trial, you know how much they hurt you. Like, if you allow them to fire, you're screwed. You have to outspeed them or crowd control them, or else, like, you can't do anything. Hi, Swap Nil. Wow, I can't believe that worked. Just try it until it don't matter anymore. Alright, so what I've been doing with my feathers now... Oh, did I do this already? Oh, I didn't do this yet. Is I'm trying to re-roll the potentials on this guy and try to level him up some. I also need to re-roll the potentials here and change at least one of these to have attack. Ideally this one. I would love dodge, speed, and attack, but am I feeling optimistic? So my stance has always been, I don't necessarily go optimistic, but I never go negative, if possible. So I am happy to wait and see, which unfortunately is not enough for a lot of people. Pogi is like, can you talk to them some more? Make sure they know what they're doing. Make sure they do it right. And I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to force my way in there and be like, hey, let me tell you how to build your game. Kyler, you can look on Facebook or my Discord. They have a full message about it. Or you can read it here. Here is their update. They put out this message on Facebook. They're changing a lot of things. So I think there's a lot of opportunity for them to appease us. And while you're reading that, let me watch some ads in the background. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. This is how I get my gems. So they're adding purple to the advanced wheel. They're increasing purple in the shop. They are going to increase Midas and like hopefully drastically. They're going to increase resources all over the place, which is basically what we said is problem number one. Resources, resources, resources. Purple, gold souls, all of that is what we told them. Number one is what we need to see fixed. And it was 12 hours between when I sent the message and when they responded and came back with all of this. So, you know what? Props to them. They took it up the chain of command and got a response quickly. Save wheel tokens, save advanced wheel tokens. It's entirely possible. They said they want to someday rework Tavern, but you know what? Tavern quests come and go so quickly. Let's just ignore that. Like, I would simply love to see gold souls added to Tavern. That would be gigantic. Like, give me a 7-star gold souls Tavern quest all day long. But for now, all we can say is save wheel tokens. We don't know what's coming. We don't know when it's coming. But at bare minimum, that is one of the things that they've promised. So we don't know how much they're increasing it. If they give us 20%, it's a joke and we will still be upset. Hopefully they don't do that. They should have learned their lesson because they already increased resources by about 20%, which we promptly excoriated them for and told them this is trash, it's not enough, and they ignored us. But now that we're saying it again, maybe they'll realize that, you know, 20% just isn't satisfactory. Qua, the rarity of The rarity of 7 stars would actually make that not enough. I can buy 2,000 souls every single day in the shop. Giving me another 2,000 once every week or 2 weeks is... it's a joke. That's a joke. Limited replacement is unknown. They've never done it before, and so your guess is literally as good as mine. Hi, Georgie. I lean towards thinking it will be a modified version of King's Order. But no idea. Absolutely no idea. They've never done it before. We've never seen it before. We have no guess at all what they will do. All right, someone explain to me why all of a sudden Giant Lizard is so popular. Like, we laughed at Giant Lizard all this time. Now all of a sudden everybody wants one. Why? Why did magically people start thinking that it was, like, good? Like, what happened to suddenly make people think that they wanted a giant lizard? I don't get it. I really just don't know. I legitimately don't know, because when you compare it to Energy or Ragnarok, what clearly it falls against either of those. So why would you want it? Like, I'm not saying this against you. You are not the first one. I've heard like 10 or 15 people say, should I buy Giant Lizard? And I don't know why. Like, why do people all of a sudden out of nowhere somehow think that it's good? Like, it's minor. This is not game changing. It's good as a filler artifact. You don't have Energy or Rag? Why don't you have Energy? Why aren't you buying these non-stop? Everybody should have like 3 or 4 of these. Rag is fine. They've given out Gaia Bolga, and that's at least a fair substitute. And in most other cases, you should be also looking at some of the 88s, because for specific battles, the 88s do better. Do I buy diamond keys from Void Shop? I usually don't, but... YOLO! YOLO! Let's go! Ah. Oh, come on. Well, that wasn't worth it. I mean, if your goal is to get a mythic giant lizard, fine. But it's not exactly rare, and it's not exactly amazing. It's like nice to have, but I would never go out of my way to aim for it. How many Verthondis is that? Look at how many Verthondis I have. Look at how many Verthondis I have. Oh, wait, I have 11 more. Whoops. I have a lot of Verthondis. I really was hoping for a Hodor. I really want some more Hodors. But, oh well, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. New-ish or not, you really should be focusing on those star shards. Absolutely, those star shards are massive for new players. Watchman and Amir? I don't think they directly synergize with each other. They're both like decently good heroes, but I don't think they specifically do things themselves. Alright, so am I going to max out my fuse now and pull the new hero on the last day? Or should I not max my fuse now and pull on the first day? That is my conundrum right now. Sendar, they claimed it's going to be free. It should be guaranteed for free for everybody, but what? All right. But we just have no idea. We really just have no idea. Like, I have to skip the hell hero. I'm gonna only pull one round. Alright, Rick, the way to read that note is meta means the top end team. Valkyrie is good in a non-top end team, but likely does not belong in a top end team. I can't tell you any more than that, because we do not know how good or bad she will be. We just don't know. My annoying stall team. God, if I could make a full-on stall team. Oh no, I don't have a Detlef. I feel like this with Detlef would be my stall team. Vandet, if Mormac still played, I guess he would be the one to ask. Rick, how can I tell you that? The buff hasn't happened and we don't know how good or bad she will be. Code Spurt, it's going to be hell next week. I mean, you could do that. Although I feel like Azathoth wrecks this. I feel like Azathoth gets through this pretty fast. Swap nil, there isn't a best thing. Buy whatever you need. Honestly, for event rewards like this, there just isn't a best. Buy whatever you want. Nothing is like clearly. Actually, Skuld is the best. Skuld is by far the best. Anything else is whatever. Literally every other reward than Skuld is whatever. Even these artifacts are whatever because you could only get one. Watchman. Watchman. You could probably also do this. This would be really freaking annoying. Like, really, really annoying. I would never, ever want to fight this team. I would never want to fight this team. You'll time out against it 99% of the time. Is Gaia Bolga better than Star Shards? They don't do the same thing at all. They're not comparable at all. Star Shards is definitely better. The idea of Star Shards being better is that if you're faster than them and you fire first and you petrify them, you completely take away their entire turn. And then the goal is to then survive long enough to fire again And then Freya, when she petrifies people, she ramps herself up. I mean, so envision the moment that you add Sig. Now it's, well, I don't feel that Sig functions as a stall hero. I feel like Sig functions as a debuff in order to kill them. Whereas Brynn is straight up stall city because of her gargoyle. I feel like gargoyle debilitates way more than energy. Especially if she repeatedly gets bubble. But the moment that you add any of these, I mean, it becomes like a top tier team anyway. You'll never win with this team. This team will never beat anybody, by the way. But it will also almost never lose on defense. But it'll also never win on offense. So you throw this up for honor and you piss off everybody because now they are... Well, they'll skip this. But if this is your second team and your first team is like a top tier Bale, Brynn, Sig team, now they're screwed. They have to beat one of those two. Oh my god, I would hate this team so much. Mythic Eternal Flames. I'm not a fan of Brynn as tank in PvP. I feel like there's just too much that can go wrong. But I mean, it's an option. It's always an option. I don't think that there's a best way to do this. I think that that's the kind of thing that you look at your opponents and see. Oh, hey! I have 3 badges right now. Sweet! These are the only 3 I've ever earned, I think. I've never earned any of the other ones. I've never gotten the Peaks one, I've never gotten Void, I've never gotten Team, I've never gotten Honor Champion. I don't know how to get this, and clearly I didn't get this. So these are the only 3 badges I have ever gotten and likely will ever get. Oh well, and that's how you get the 1 chat bubble, but... Oh well. I would love to play with Eternal Flame, but, you know, with the amount of time that it takes me to get 1 multiplied by 4 is like... It's like whatever. It's a world that I am not a part of. Like, if you are fighting someone with this, you can probably kiss your game goodbye. You will never beat that person. I don't think I'd be number 1 if Bold quit. I think that I would still be like 3rd or 4th because, like, I got 2nd this time, but against someone else, I was actually really shocked I got 2nd place this round. I was actually very surprised. But I feel like I do finally have a pretty good balance in my teams. Well, I have no chance to get... I would not have a chance to get peak or teams because my server is dead. I can never get teams. And my peaks are doomed. I'll never get peaks. And my my void... No, I can't get void because Eon has a scroll. So him alone stops everything. I want to say I think Tim or Queen also has a scroll. I'm not sure, but I think one of them does too. James, I did that, and then the server died. It died out. I did have a second account. I did have this account was made as that for that reason, and so it got boring. People quit slowly, and it just didn't stay alive. So I'm not gonna bother. Bold just wins by existing. Not even the peak one for main. One badge to this day. Yeah. The anniversary one. You know what's funny though is Boomin doesn't even have this because he wasn't playing when this came out. So he will never get the 3-1 unless he does really good in peaks again. But like everyone has a chance to get this. It was really hard and extremely luck-based, but everyone at least has a chance to get this. Because, as you saw, in 4 times through it, I got completely random opponents at the end. Sometimes you get weak ones, sometimes you get really strong ones, and, you know, maybe one day you get lucky. Watch, the 4th anniversary one replaces the 3rd one. And like it just completely overwrites it. That would be so sad. All right, so are we pulling Miracle Eyes for Amir? I kind of don't want to. I think I'm gonna skip. I think I'm just gonna save them for probably the Heaven hero, because clearly I have to skip the Hell hero. But, you know, I'll pull these shards for that. I might take tomorrow off, actually. I have no real gain to playing tomorrow. Well, we'll see. I'm actually not the one that jinxes stuff, because I don't suggest stupid things all the time. John, I'm happy that they're responding the way they are. I'm happy that they finally decided to listen to us. Not just listen to us, but actually to ask us and listen to our answers. Rather than putting on Facebook, give us suggestions and we'll give you gems, and then they proceed to give you gems and ignore all the suggestions. I mean, I understand that it's hard for them to listen to like 1,000 people just complaining and then figure out what the true central reasoning for all the complaining is that isn't just, you made this game pay to win, go to hell. What do I do for work? I do medical billing. So I am the one that helps the doctor get money from insurance companies for seeing patients. Or one of the ones. So, this event sucks. I got a scold out of it, so I guess it's not all bad, but the idea of it sucked. So, 2,500. That's including pre-idle and including secret treasure. I did buy 100 worth. I'm not buying these packages because they're not really worth it. Hi, Bulldog. And I did end up buying 3 diamond keys. And I did get a scold. Oh man, my hands are not steady enough for that kind of stuff. Honestly, I never want to be responsible for someone else. I don't want that level of responsibility on me. Does Arwen get in Shadow or Berserk mode when she kills an enemy with her active skill? Can't she be in both? It doesn't say that she is only one. She can be in both at the same time. When do I plan on using my diamond keys? negative 102 minutes from now. That is my answer. Time stamped and everything. And then I bought another one and got this. Ha! I did better than all of these people. Look at all these junk pulls. Where's your scolds? Where's your scolds? Oh, this one got a scold. Okay. So anyway, we are in wait and see mode. Hopefully the update answers a lot of our questions, but they did say it's not coming out until the 23rd, so we will have to wait a week for that. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be good, maybe it won't. But for now, let's put a halt on the complaining and just hope that something good comes of everything. Why they're dropping hell before heaven? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Holy cow. We got a scold too. Nice. Hey, Steven. Steven, check out this luck right here. Check out this luck right... Oh, not there. Check out this luck right here. Right here. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. It took me 4 tries, but we don't give up. Technically, it took me 5 because my 5th try was a dud, but, you know, whatever. That, Anyway, you're too late tonight, so I think I'm going to call it here. So I think I'll take off tomorrow, and then Friday we'll be back to... Oh, no. Valkyrie could become very annoying as an opponent, and she's in all of these planet trials. She's in all of them. She's so hard to fight. Well, luckily not in this one, but yeah, she could be scary. It could be bad. It could be bad. All right, guys. So we're gonna take tomorrow off. Again, let's wait and see how the game goes. Are people more positive? Yes and no. There's some negativity, but for the most part, I hope that people are not as angry. Imagine her healing. Oh, her healing's gonna be nuts. Her healing got much better. Her healing absolutely got much better. I would say it like tripled how much healing she can do, maybe more. Oh no. Oh no. I want this pen. Oh no. Please help me. I want this pen from Japan. Oh no. How am I gonna... Oh no. Oh no. It's not even cheap to buy. Oh no. Oh well, we'll figure this out. Planet Trial is going to be really hard. Planet Trial is going to get a lot harder. The hope is that she doesn't get the percent healing until T4. That might make it better because she won't have it at 6 stars or 10 stars in Planet Trial. That's one way to look at it. How would I show you this pen? It's all HP? That's bad. Anas, you gotta be less negative. You seem very, very negative lately, especially with your love of Medusa. So the pen just... Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. The pen looks like this, but the reason that I like it is because it has Marnie on it. So this is what the side of the pen looks like. And Marnie is amazing. So, I really want this pen now. Damn it. That's not easy to get. That's going to be very annoying to get, but I want it. That's going to be annoying. Oh well, maybe I'll be cheap and not buy it. Azathoth's value? So the thing is, Azathoth never had low value. The problem is that he was lower priority to make compared to other heroes. Because we couldn't build anything in any sort of reasonable amount of time. And so he'll only be more important if more people make Valkyries. But did I pull diamond keys behind live? No. I was fully live when it happened. It's in like the first, I don't know, 15 minutes of the stream that I pulled all these diamond keys. About 15 minutes. Something like that. Based on this, first 10 minutes actually. First 10 minutes of stream. Alright guys, that's going to be all for me tonight. I am going to figure out how to buy that pen. It's only available from Pokemon Center Japan. And they don't ship to the US, so I will have to figure something out. Alright, good night guys, thanks for watching, and see you on Friday. Ethnicity, I'm Chinese.